Coronation Street is set to deliver one of its most devastating storylines, yet as a shocking accident sends shockwaves through Weatherfield. Just when Todd Grimshaw appears to be edging closer to freedom from Theo Silverton's suffocating control, fate intervenes in the most tragic way possible, and innocent Summer Spellman pays the price. After months trapped in a toxic and abusive relationship, Todd has finally begun to recognize the damage Theo has inflicted on his life. Viewers have watched in horror as Theo used manipulation, fear, and emotional cruelty to isolate Todd from the people who love him most. The turning point came with the horrifying minibus crash that claimed the life of Billy Mayhew, a loss that shattered the entire community. What nobody suspects, however, is that Theo played a secret role in the tragedy, a truth that remains buried beneath layers of lies. Billy's death leaves Todd completely broken. Grief consumes him, guilt weighs heavily on his conscience, and the stability he was just beginning to regain slips through his fingers. In this vulnerable state, Theo seizes his opportunity. Presenting himself as Todd's only source of comfort and understanding, Theo tightens his grip once again, ensuring Todd remains dependent and emotionally trapped. As Todd struggles to cope with his overwhelming emotions, his focus drifts. Haunted by memories of Billy and plagued by exhaustion, he attempts to carry on as normal, unaware that disaster is moments away. Driving through the streets of Weatherfield, lost in his thoughts, Todd fails to notice Summer stepping into the road. The impact is sudden and horrifying. Summer is struck by Todd's car, sending her crashing to the ground as bystanders scream in shock. Panic floods Todd as he realizes what he has done. In a desperate attempt to help, he rushes to Summer's side, trembling with fear as she lies injured and unresponsive. The accident becomes yet another cruel twist in a storyline already drenched in grief and regret. Emergency services arrive quickly, and Summer is rushed to hospital as her loved ones gather in terror. The question on everyone's lips is whether she will survive, and if she does, how badly she has been hurt. For Todd, the emotional toll is unbearable. Already drowning in guilt over Billy's death, the accident pushes him dangerously close to breaking point. Instead of encouraging Todd to face the truth and take responsibility, Theo once again twists a situation to his advantage. Subtly shifting blame, he convinces Todd that he's cursed, that everyone around him gets hurt. Theo suggests that the accident proves Todd can't trust himself, reinforcing the narrative that Todd needs Theo to survive. It's a chilling reminder of how deeply Theo's manipulation runs. Meanwhile, suspicions begin to rise. Those closest to Todd notice his increasingly erratic behavior and his continued closeness to Theo. While some believe the accident was exactly that, a tragic mistake, others start to question whether there's more beneath the surface. The shadows of the minibus crash loom large, and small inconsistencies begin to nag at those seeking the truth. As Summer fights to recover, the emotional fallout spreads across the street. Her friends and family struggle to process the senseless accident, while Todd faces the possibility that he may never be forgiven, by them or by himself. The guilt threatens to consume him entirely, leaving viewers wondering how much more he can endure. The storyline raises urgent questions. Will Todd finally see Theo for who he really is? Could Summer's accident become the catalyst that exposes Theo's lies and his involvement in Billy's death? Or will Theo succeed in keeping Todd trapped in a cycle of fear, guilt, and emotional abuse? Coronation Street has never shied away from tackling dark and complex themes, and this powerful plot highlights the devastating impact of coercive control and unresolved trauma. Todd's journey is a painful reminder of how abuse doesn't always leave visible scars, but its consequences can be just as deadly. As the truth edges closer to the surface, viewers are left bracing themselves for the fallout. One thing is certain: Weatherfield will never be the same again, and Todd Grimshaw's fight for freedom is far from over.